Good morning, everyone. If everyone will stand, please. We'll celebrate together on We Come Together. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, from every walk of life and every creed and color, in kinship we unite, in honor of the God in each other. Now look at the person next to you. Say, namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love.
Oh, good morning, all. This is a little higher than the other one. This is a little higher. Tiptoe? I don't think so. Gosh, it's good to see everybody. I get anxious until I look out and see it's all my friends. Then it doesn't matter. So, welcome to Unity of Wimberley. To those of you that are viewing on live stream, we welcome you as though you were here. We gather here each Sunday by divine appointment to celebrate this human journey together and to affirm the divine that dwells in each of us. And now let us join in calling on this powerful source together. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotent. And let us join and hold this mission for our church. We are an open-hearted spiritual community, powerfully transforming our world by honoring the sacred in all. And we practice this mission. Inspired by our shared spiritual awakening, we offer practical teachings that empower healthy, abundant, and meaningful living. So after today's daily word reading, we'll have a congregational greeting, and we want to honor everyone's space. So if you'd prefer a handshake rather than a hug, just put your hand out. And I always kind of make fun of that, but you know what? It's important to honor everybody's space. So if you want a handshake, put your hand out, and if you want a hug, just hug. So with today's daily word, Beverly Millweed.
Today's daily word is faith. I express my faith with every choice I make today. My every choice, no matter how small, expresses my faith in something at that time. Those moment-by-moment choices create my life experience, so it would be impossible to live without faith. The great news is that I can change my focus whenever I choose. I am not a victim of the events and challenges in my life. When I pause for a moment to remember the truth of infinite love, I am at peace. I take time today to observe the life I am living. It is perfect expression of the faith I am holding. Faith allows me to see peace in the midst of conflict, to find abundance where once there seemed lack, and to love all others rather than judge. And from James 1:6, but ask in faith, never doubting, for the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, driven and tossed by the wind.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth. And who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hand, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. If everyone would stand and greet your neighbors. Please remain standing as you make your way back to your seats. All right, everyone, sing with me, please. You are the heart, you are the hand, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is blessing to the world. Blessing to the world. You're a blessing to the world.
Well, that was beautiful, guys. Thank you to Kim and Paul Polini, Jeff Stocky, and Rick Furley. Yay. Affirming that your cell phones are silent. And let's see, for the acknowledgement, I was laying in bed this morning thinking about Labor Day. And I thought, what does it mean to me? Well, to me, I hate to be honest, but it means college football. That's just what it means. And it means putting my white away and kind of going through a ceremonial thing. It's the unofficial end of summer. It's a last hurrah for a lot of people. Families go out, especially with children, and have picnics and go to the beach. Well, I thought I'd go a little deeper, so I went to my World Book Encyclopedia, better known as LaborDay.com. And I looked to see what they said, and they said Labor Day began to honor the labor movement in the late 1800s in this country. And they specifically put it between July 4th and Thanksgiving, so, you know, have a little break in there. So I got to thinking about that, and when I think about labor, the first person that comes to my mind is that guy on the side of the road. You know, when you drive up and it says construction ahead, and you go, oh dear, or you say something else. And there's that little man in the heat, standing there telling you to stop or go. I always try to wave at him, you know, and tell him hello and let him know I'm not ticked because I'm in this line. So I thought of him, and then I thought of my dad, because my dad was a skilled laborer, who put 4 children through private school and college. Yeah, with a 3rd grade education, I might add. I know. Yay, Dad. So I thought that we might just think today about all those laborers that have gone before us and made this country what it is today, and maybe honor them when we come across them. And the last of the laborers today would be our own potluck team, because they're back there laboring so you guys can go eat, right? Okay, yay. So, new members, if you attended the new membership orientation class on August 19th and would like to join this wonderful community but did not fill out an application, please see Leah. Wave your hand. There she is in the back. So she can get you on board. Okay, starting this Wednesday, Sunday Talks Go Deeper on the Wednesday night series, and it examines the powerful work of the anatomy of the spirit, the 7 stages of power and healing by Carolyn Miss. This is the book. May I show it, or do you want? Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is the book. We explore the body's 7 centers of spiritual and physical power through the Hindu chakras, the Christian sacraments, and the Kabbalah's tree of life, as they each demonstrate stages through which we must pass in search of a higher consciousness and spiritual maturity. Now, I don't know if that meant much to you, but I'm sure it's going to be wonderful. It is, yes it is. And there's one of these books in the bookstore, and you can, I know there's a link on our website where you just go click to our favorite Amazon. All right, Women's Retreat, it's almost sold out, 5th, 6th, and 7th with Reverend Jill and Kit Holmes, so scurry on to the website and register if you have not. Our next Unity Supper, Big Night is sold, oh yeah, oh gosh. Big Night is sold out, but Betty has something to say.
We're already cooking for the big night, but I also have tickets for Hungarian Rhapsody in October. So, for God's sakes, you don't want to spend your money anywhere but here, right?
And we're looking for volunteers to help clean the flower beds around the church. If you have time and are interested, gosh, I have a bad face about that, don't I? Well, I'll tell you why, because I've been cleaning mine, and I looked at them as I walked in, and I thought, oh, dear. So if you're interested, see Mila Rosebaugh or Tommy Potts or John Clayton. I'm sure any of them would be would welcome your volunteer time. And YFM is looking for beanbag and game chairs for their classroom. If you have any to share, please see Courtney Holton. And with our gathering prayer, Molly Steele.
Let us pray. A few days ago, probably, maybe even for a month, I had a serious case of plum disease. Poor little old me. Then I happened to be at a meeting, and Liz Salinas said, you know, the power within you is so much greater than the problem before you. Yay, Liz. She reminded me of what we know, of what this church is here to teach us, that power within. Call it what you want. It's all energy, isn't it? Call it love, call it truth, call it strength, call it courage, call it God. But it is the positive energy that is greater than what we are. So, whenever you get down, go within. Remember Liz, and remember that the power within you is so much greater than the problem before you. I am grateful to Liz for reminding me of my truth. I am grateful to all of you as we are on this journey together. Amen.
Ooh, I am. An angel asked me, do you know who you are? The question and the answer is not very far. The song of the sages, the knowledge of the ages is living where you reside. You have the key that unlocks the door to enter in that sacred place you haven't gone before, where deep meets deep, soul to soul. Feel that connection as the truth unfolds. I am. I am. You are. I am. You are the answer. Yes, you are the key that unlocks the door to freedom and leads you to me. Look deep inside you. Trust the force that guides you. It knows the way. There is no separation. We are one and the same. A child of the Creator, known by different names. The Alpha and the Omega, the eternal flame that burns deep inside you. Do you know my name? I am. From the mountains to the oceans, I am. From the rocks into the trees, I am. All the stars and constellations, I am. You are. I am. From the mountains to the oceans, I am. From the rocks into the trees, I am. All the stars and constellations, I am. You are. I am spiritual, I am mystical. I am life, I am love. I am living you, you are living me, and you live in me. From the very low to the heavens above, I am. Ooh, I am. There is no separation. We are one and the same. A child of the Creator, known by different names. The Alpha and the Omega, the eternal flame. Oh, do you know it burns deep inside you? I am. I am. Oh, I am. You are. You are, I am.
Thank you. You just sang my talk. So, thank you. And I'm just going to sit down. Just kidding. You know, this is an astonishing crowd to have here on Labor Day weekend. Y'all could be anywhere else, and you're here, and I'm so happy. 21 years ago this weekend, we were mourning the loss of Princess Diana. And that was a tragic change. And I still ache for her sons who have grown up without her, but have carried on her legacy in such an amazing way. 21 years ago today, I gave birth to my 2 sons. So I know they're not watching because it is only 11:25 on the weekend. But I am so proud of who they have become to this point. I'm glad they made it to this point, and I celebrate who they're becoming. So many of you have been all of you have been so generous and loving with them, and so on their behalf, I thank you. I'll tell you what, this was a hard talk to put together because I only had to cover, let's see, the first 180 pages of this book to distill it down to what I wanted to talk about today. And I was hoping that the title of the talk, The Human Energy Field, would be just intriguing enough, just enough woo-woo to get you here. Because it's something that we all know about, but I think it's time for us to change our focus. When Carolyn Mace wrote this book back in 1994, it was pretty revolutionary. Things have changed a lot in the intervening years as far as our understanding of the body-mind, our understanding of how our thoughts affect our reality, about how our thoughts affect our responses to life, about how our thoughts affect the operations of our bodies and how we present ourselves to the world. So as I started rereading the book, I thought, I remember this. This is still completely relevant because we have evolved in such a way that this is a book, if you read it back in the day, that now, because we've changed, the context of the book has changed. It's like reading new material. So you're maybe wondering what the human energy field is. There is an electromagnetic field that is generated by our biological activity in our body. And it's been talked about for ages. The Greeks attributed any imbalance in our bodies to what was going on in our humors. Remember that when you studied Greek mythology? Way back then. All of the ancient people talked about something that extended outside of our bodies. Some of them called it an aura. The early Christian artists painted a corona of light around Jesus and Mary, especially Mary. So this is not anything that's new to us. It's now important for us to understand exactly what we're dealing with here so that we're more and more conscious every day about our body energy, about our mental energy, about our spiritual energy. So I could tell you a lot about the research that's been done about this. If you read the book, you'll see all the scientific evidence that they've got showing how we extend beyond our bodies.
We're not confined to our skin, our flesh. We have an energy field that is us, that radiates out from us. Now, I'm going to start out with bad examples, because they're more fun. But have you ever been around somebody and you didn't really know why, but you just kind of wanted to back away a little bit? And then have you been around somebody whose presence was such that you just wanted to draw in a little bit closer? Have you ever found yourself wanting to extend your energy to someone else because you felt like perhaps they needed a little bit of something? And maybe you were afraid to. Maybe you felt like it would be an imposition. You know, you can do that without ever telling them. You can do that. So, in this study that we're going to be going through, you know about the 7 chakras. And all the chakras have a color, and all the colors represent certain energy frequencies. Now, if you've ever been with Jan McGowan, she's got these beautiful colored crystal bowls that associate with the chakras. If you ever had any doubt that there was an energetic vibration throughout your body that corresponds with that, you just need to be in a meditation with her when her bowls are singing to our chakras and lining them up. Because I'm telling you, you will vibrate with an energetic response in your body. The Christian sacraments, surprisingly, are also tied with our responses, our activity, our healing in the world, but in a different way than you might have experienced before. And I'm not going to go into it this morning, but I will on Wednesday. And then the other part that's amazing is that the Kabbalah, the branch of Judaism that's mystical, has a tree of life called the Sephirot. And the Sephirot has got allocations for different parts of the body as well. So here's the thing that we've done in New Thought for a long time. When we first, did anybody ever get Louise Hay? Did anybody ever malpractice on you with Louise Hay? For those of you who don't know who Louise Hay is, she had an affirmation and a cause for every single illness in your body. And there was a time when it was important for us to begin to become awake to that. But people, you could say, oh my gosh, like I will tell you over the last, since Wednesday, sinus headache, the kind that makes you close one eye, you know, and bite people if they get too close. And back in the day, somebody might have said to me, It always started out kind of like that. I wonder what kind of energy you're blocking in your body that's going on. Don't even. Don't start with me. And I remember one of my teachers in ministerial school, you've heard me say this before, when somebody says to you, oh, well, what did you do that brought that upon you? You just stomp on their foot and you say, what energy brought that upon you? So, there you go. Excuse me just a second, I gotta have a little drink of water here. So, there's a remedy for all those things. But when we started, it was important for us to know that an imbalance in our body was tied to whatever ailment we were experiencing. Not for us to punish ourselves, but for us to be informed and to be able to refocus our energy, to be able to refocus our power. Because, you know, we also leak energy. We leak energy in our bad relationships. We leak energy in our fear. We leak energy about our money. So I want you to imagine that if you have a beautiful aura around you, and then something happens that makes you feel afraid, what happens to that aura? Sucks right back in close to you. Now, all of you know that a couple of years ago I had cancer. And my first thought was not, oh, what imbalance is in my body that I got this? My first thought was, let's take care of this deal. You know, I got a lot of living to do, so let's get on with it. It was later, in a gentle time, in a compassionate time for myself, that I could look at what the possible causes might have been and where my energy might have trapped itself in my body and got stuck. It takes a lot of courage, which we have, to be able to look at ourselves gently and see where our body might be out of balance. Because we are infused with the stuff of the stars. You know, we spent this whole last month talking about grace. And last week, Kit beautifully illustrated how we're invited to grace, to know that it is part of us all the time. The only thing that keeps us from experiencing it is our separation of ourselves from it. And so that's what I'm trying to talk about with our energetic field. We are destined, we are designed to be one with Spirit. That's what we are. We are human beings infused with a holy, sacred spirit. That's what we are. And so anything that is not like that, it would behoove us to take a look and see what we can move out of the way and unblock that energy, let it flow, or plug the leaks. You understand? I want you to try something with me today. I want you just to take your hands and I want you to create a ball of energy in your hands. And you could just think of it like a science fiction movie. Put your focus there. And at some point, you're going to notice that there's just a little tingling warmth in your palms. There's something almost tangible. Okay, now that you've created that ball of energy, just tuck it in your heart. Just tuck it in there. Here you go. Now, are you really ready to get out there and play just a little bit? Listen, I couldn't do this talk just anywhere. I have never been invited to my parents' Methodist church to talk about something like this, ever. there are some New Thought churches in which the work that is done is more cerebral. But we're beyond that. We are whole body people. We are whole humans, head to toe and beyond. And it's important for us to start seeing each other and seeing ourselves and experiencing ourselves so that we can assist each other better on the journey. I know that sometimes when I arrive on Sunday mornings, my energy's pulled in kind of tight because I am building it up on the inside to be able to stand before you. It's my germination. And so if I'm not out with you as much as you'd like for me to be before the service, just wait till after. Because I am building up, I'm in an interior space. I'm very conscious about it. And then when I get up here, no matter what I'm thinking or feeling sitting in that chair, when I get up here and I stand here and I see you, like Marilyn said, everything opens up and flows. You are a part of what happens here as much as I'm a part of what happens to you. So why don't we make an agreement as a community to be very, very conscious about our energy fields, to acknowledge that when we're sad, we're sad. When we're angry, we're angry. Maybe we need to work through it. If we're ill, if we've got some imbalance in our bodies, maybe there's a way that we can work with someone else to help us free up that so that we might experience healing with whatever is going on in our body, mind, and soul. So here's the thing I'd like you to do. This is the teacher in me. Listen to the instructions all the way through before you start. I'll tell you when to pick up your pencils. What I'd like you to do is to extend your hand. I saw some of you twitched. You were ready to go there. What I'd like you to do is to extend your hand to the person that is next to you. And what I'd like you to do is just to start bringing your hands together, and when you feel that energy between you, stop. Okay? Go ahead. Now. It's just very quiet, very quiet. Okay, are you getting it? Some of you going, I'm not sure. Okay, now stop for a second. Now here's the next thing I want you to do. Just close your eyes for a second. This is not the meditation part yet. This is just a little fun exercise. I want you to be aware of your body. Be aware of your own energy field. I want you to imagine that there's a beautiful light. It goes out from your fingers, your elbows, the top of your head, your torso. It extends from your feet not only down to the floor, but beyond, maybe to the earth beneath us. I want you to really focus on it. And hold it. Now, without saying a word, open your eyes and do the energy exercise with your neighbor again. I am guessing that you found where your energy connected at a farther distance than you did the first time. Would that be true? Huh. That is why it is so important for us to be gentle and kind and present with each other and with ourselves, because we have a lot to offer each other. I didn't ask for it this week, not with someone physically close to me, but energetically close to me elsewhere. When I had that icky headache, we were able to give each other energy, to be able to move that around. Now, what we're planning to do in the weeks ahead, here are the topics that we're going to be talking about. Today is the human energy field. Next week, we're going to talk about tribal power. Yeah, you know who your tribe is, right? We're going to talk about the power of relationships, inner power, emotional power, between the head and the heart, which is the power of will, the power of mind, and the God connection. So in all of these things, we're going to be looking at the places in which our chakra needs a little house cleaning. A little house cleaning. A little house cleaning. And it's the work of people who are where you are right now. You're there. You are beyond punishing yourself if you can't cure something with your thoughts. Because we're not talking about cure, although that may be part of the picture. We're talking about healing. Do you understand the difference between healing and cure? Part of my cure for cancer was healing how I felt about it. Part of the cure for cancer was what I came to after. And so it allows us to be instruments for ourselves and others, because we're affected by, so much. We're affected by our DNA. We sometimes get things passed down to us through our parents that we can work with. We don't have to be stuck with that. So we're affected by the DNA. That changes our power balance, by traumas that we've had in our lives, by wrong thinking, error thinking, trying to convince ourselves that certain thoughts are real when they're not. So we're here to unblock ourselves. But the essential element for this is not somebody coming along and putting their hands on you and saying, boom, you're all better. It takes an active engagement by you. That is the one ingredient that is absolutely required for this recipe, is your active involvement. Are you willing to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Drew. Anybody besides Drew? I mean, I think she's all in, so. Are you willing to play?
Yes.
Because your life may be great and good. Then we're just going to take a little polishing cloth and polish everything up. But I'm guessing that there might be a relationship in your life that maybe isn't exactly what you'd like it to be. Not to mention anybody, but family. There might be something that happened in your life that you've not yet come to resolution about. I had a friend the other day that said she didn't want to do something because she had a message embedded in her from what her father said. He was a doctor. And she was kind of stuck with that. Well, she's in her 70s. And I said, okay, so that was decades ago that he said that. Where are you today? It didn't sound real compassionate, but sometimes that's what it takes to dislodge. And I'm sure that she wasn't even aware of how much it was affecting her, how much it was holding her in fear. And so when she was able to say, oh, I don't guess I have to listen to Dad anymore, and I can move on with proactive steps in my life that I might be more complete. Yay for her. Our personal power is necessary for our health. You see, what's happened to us over the years is that our biography has become our biology. That's an important phrase in this book. Your biography becomes your biology. And none of us have had a pain-free, hassle-free, conflict-free, illness-free existence. And so it's worth it for us to take a little look. And it's you alone. You can have help from other people, but you have to be able to go there. You have to be willing. Oh my goodness, I have so much more to say to you this morning. I guess you'll have to be here on Wednesday. Because we're going to use all these different ways to look at the same thing. And you might find that one way that really speaks to you. And if I say, I don't hear very much about, oh, I'm a recovering Jew. It's more like I'm a recovering Baptist, or a recovering Catholic, or a recovering atheist. So if I talk about Christian things, be here for the reframing of those things. So that if I talk about baptism, you can see it as a way of becoming a part of your tribe. It's an ancient archetypal act. So we have some work to do. Be not afraid. Because work isn't work. It's just work. It's just that which we are doing. You wouldn't be here. You would not be here today if there were not something in you calling you forth, urging you. You know what that inner urge feels like, don't you? It says, yes, I want more of Spirit expressing through me. Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that? That baby's got it already. Yeah, you do, sweetie. She's adorable. Yeah. Babies know. Babies remember. We need to look at babies. When they are hungry, they let you know. When they're tired, they let you know. We just muscle on through. We must become as little children and be willing. Shall we pray on it? Go back to remembering what your energy field was like a few minutes ago. Just imagine, is it waves of light? Is it particles of energy? Does it have color? Does the energy field around you, the extension of Spirit, if you will, do you not have words to describe what it is? That's fine. Because we are creations of Spirit. We are unique in the way we express Spirit, each one of us. And if in the days ahead you discover that there's a place where your power is leaking from your body, notice it. Maybe write it down. Keep it to yourself until you hear the words that begin to let you open up and heal it. Are you experiencing pain or discomfort in your body? Send a little of that energy to that part of your body with great compassion and with great trust. Oh, do you see how tender you are right now? How courageously vulnerable you are in this safe place, the presence of Spirit all around us. The activity of God weaving us together with a golden thread. Because we are one. And there is no separation between us and God. There is no separation between each other. And so, beloved Spirit that lives in us, we trust that you will help us open our eyes that we might see each other, really see. We trust that our touch and our embraces are gentle and tender and loving. We trust that the words that come from our mouths are joyful and deep and real. We trust that the work of our hands is sacred, it's holy. It is service that we are urged to give. And in our quiet time, we are not alone. Never alone. Beloved, bring your hands together, pilgrim that you are. This is your Amen. This is your Namaste. This is your God bless us. This is God bless me. This is all is well. And so it is.
Join us as we sing Ashe, Ashe. Ashe, Ashe, my life is a good life. Ashe, Ashe, my life is good. Ashe, Ashe, my life is a good life. Ashe, Ashe, my life is good. Amen, amen. My heart is a good heart. Amen, amen. My heart is good. Amen, amen. My heart is a good heart. Amen, amen. My heart is good. Hallelujah. My thought is a pure thought. Hallelujah. My thought is pure. Hallelujah. My thought is a pure thought. Hallelujah. Ashe, Ashe, my life is good. Ashe, Ashe, my life is a good life. Ashe, Ashe, my life is good. Ashe, Ashe, my life is good. Ashe, Ashe, my life is good.
I'd like to say thank you that you acknowledged that that chant that we just did together is not one to be applauded. It's one to sink into us. Thank you for paying attention to the flow of energy that that brought to us. And thank you, our beloved bands, for bringing that to us. Now, this is the time in our service now where we have a chance to give back. As a part of our prosperity consciousness, we give or we're spiritually nourished. We're grateful for these gifts and know that Spirit is working through us to support all that is needed for our community and beyond. So let's take a moment to bring this into our hearts as we prepare our offerings and as our ushers come forward, and know that the giving of your gift is a way that energy flows. Your gift is a representation of energy. As you give, so do you receive, and more. And so let us offer this affirmation of abundance together. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
My mama told me when I was young, we are all born superstars. She rolled my hair and put my lipstick on in the glass of her boudoir. There's nothing wrong with loving who you are, she said, 'cause he made you perfect, babe. So hold your head up, girl, and you'll go far. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Give yourself prudence and love your friends. Subway kid, rejoice your truth. In the religion of the insecure, I must be myself, respect my youth. A different lover is not a sin. Believe capital H-I-M. I love this record and mi amor europea. I'm beautiful in my way, 'cause God makes no mistake. On the right track, baby, I was born this way. Don't hide yourself in regret, just love yourself and you're set. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Oh, there ain't Whether you're broke or evergreen, you're black, white, beige, chola descent, you're Lebanese, you're Orient. Whether life's disabilities left you outcast, bullied, or teased, rejoice and love yourself today, cause baby, you were born this way. Gay, straight, or bi, lesbian, transgender life, I'm on the right track. Baby, I was born to survive. No matter black, white, or beige, chola, or Orient maid, I'm on the right track. Baby, I was born to be brave. I'm beautiful in my way, cause God makes no mistake. I'm on the right track. Baby, I was born this way. Don't hide yourself and regret. Just love yourself and you're set. I'm on the right track. Baby, I was born this way. Oh, there ain't no other way. Baby, I was born this way. Baby, I was born this way. Oh, there ain't no other way. Baby, you were born this way. Baby, I was born this way. I was born this way. I was born this way. On the right track. Baby, we were born this way. We were born this way. We were born this way. We're on the right track. Baby, we were born this way. Same DNA, but born this way. Same DNA, but born this way.
Down in this church. Yeah, she does. That girl has got a good heart. She has a good heart, and you brought it to us today. Thank you. Man. Whew. Lee, thanks for jumping up to dance, because I was just, I was getting a little itchy to get up and go. All right. So let's bless our gifts, why don't we? Together, we bless these gifts and the givers with our love and gratitude. Now let's take a moment to welcome all those who are here for the very first time. God bless you. You got here on a good day. So if you would please just raise your hands so that we can be sure to greet you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Right out here in our foyer, we have some little blue cards, and we'd love for you to fill one of those out so that the next time you come, we'll have a name tag for you. And you can also sign up for our e-newsletter and keep up with what's going on here, because it's always fun. Be sure to register online for the women's retreat as soon as possible. Join us Wednesday night. I think I said this already about 4 times, but join us Wednesday night at 6:30 for the Anatomy of the Spirit. Kit's going to be back. We're going to co-teach this class together. It's going to rock and roll. Join A Year to Live on Thursday with Molly at 10:30, Molly and Lisa. As always, there are blue prayer request sheets on the back table, yellow gratitude sheets for our gratitude jar, and a prayer chaplain to pray with you after the service if you'd like prayer one-on-one. Let's sing our kids in.
You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. You are a light, you are a
So we bless our children and youth of unity together. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you just the way you are. Okay. Oh, our prayer for protection. Why don't we do that? Okay. The light of God surrounds us.
I am the light of God.
The love of God enfolds us.
I am the love of God.
The power of God protects us.
I am the power of God.
The presence of God watches over us.
I am the presence of God.
Wherever we are, God is, because I am.
No more struggles, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release, I let go. I let spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggles, no more strife. With